Hey guys, it's Hannah and I'm here today with a review video for you. So for this review video, we are going over Vampire Academy. Now this is a special edition of Vampire Academy. It is our 10th anniversary edition. So I'm not actually going to be reviewing the Vampire Academy story. I'm going to be reviewing the 100 pages of extra content we get with this version. So I'll be going over 4 new stories. So we have The Turn of the Flame from the Journal of Vasilisa Dragomir, The Meeting, and Hello, My Name is Rose Hathaway. So let's break it down. So The Turn of the Flame is it says, takes a deeper look into the dark stain of the Ozera dynasty. Now I was not expecting to like this one. I started reading this and it started off a little bit slow for me, but it follows Tasha and I was expecting a little different Ozera to be followed, but I'm really glad that we got to follow Tasha when she was younger and we got to see like infant Christian, and I rated this one a 4 out of 5 stars, I believe, and I really enjoyed it because you get to see the transformation of Christian's parents and you kind of get to see her like angstiness and her like feistiness when she was younger and how that has molded her into the character that she is in the current series, and I really enjoyed watching her when she was younger. Next up we have from the Journal of Vasilisa Dragomir. This one kind of sucked for me. I think I rated this one like a 3 out of 5 stars, and that is being very generous because when I was reading the Vampire Academy, I never looked at Vasilisa as being dark and twisty. Definitely look at her more like that now because you really get to see the inside of her mind and you get to understand how the darkness takes hold of her, which is a very interesting point to get to see that, but I didn't really feel like it was necessary to make a full like section in this book of that, and it actually kind of made me like less now knowing her dark and twisty side. Like I like Robe as being more dark and twisty and Vasilisa being like the perfect princess that she portrays, and it just made her feel a little bit fake. Like I thought that the whole her princess persona in the stories was natural, but after reading the dark and twistiness, what's going on inside her head, and then the facade she puts out like makes me dislike her a little less than I did when I was reading it in the original plot. Next up is The Meeting, which gives us a glimpse of Rose Hathaway through Demetri's eyes. This one was the one that I was most excited for because it had very like Twilighty feels for the book that we never got. I can't remember, like Midnight Sun I think was the original title, and I was like, I read the Twilight series at the peak of the series and I was like waiting anxiously for this extra book to get to see Twilight from Edward's perspective, and of course if you guys don't know, it got leaked out to the internet of a few chapters of it, and Stephanie Meyers put a kibosh on it and was like, nope, I'm not releasing it. Like if you guys can't respect me, you don't get it. And so we never ever got it. So this one felt like we like got a sort of Twilight feel to it. I was hardcore disappointed with this. I think I rated it maybe like a 2.75 out of 5 stars for this certain section of it. Oh no, like that totally doesn't make sense to me. So there's very much like insta-lovey, and I never thought of Demetri as someone who'd be like, damn, I love her, like, wow, she's amazing. I wanted him to be like more hesitant because he is so precise and practical in everything else that he does that I didn't think that he would be like, she's awesome. Like it was very creepy too. Like, ugh, I just really disliked that entire thing, and you didn't get a lot of knowledge besides him being creepy in his head, and I just was like, it just, this face right here, this face is exactly me reading through the entire book, and I was like, what am I reading? Like, no. Was very upset about this part. I wish they would have left this out and I didn't have that. Like, I'm just disregarding that entire part of the book because I'm like, that is not the Demetri that I read for how many books? I don't know what that is, but I'm not accepting it. So that's not canon in my book. And then the very last one you get is Hello, My Name is Rose Hathaway, which tracks the shenanigans that ensue when Rose and Demetri become unlikely teammates in a high-stakes scavenger hunt. I rated this one a 5 out of 5 stars. This is easily my favorite story in this like extra add-in. oh my gosh, it felt like the story. Like, it felt like you were back in the world and you're actually getting extra content. The rest of them were like more novellas on the sideway. This is actually like extra content in the book that could have been there. And it was so good to be back in the story, and so like awesome to feel that banter between Rose and Demetri and like the shenanigans that Rose gets into, and you also get to see Christian and Lissa together and like the really tender relationship that they have, and it was just so good and so hilarious. Like, I was laughing, and you get to see like her shenanigans with the other Donfiers. I loved this one so much. I highly recommend reading this. So overall, I would say that this isn't like a necessary need to have book. If you are a big Vampire Academy fan, I totally recommend it because I do like having this copy, but I wouldn't say that I would be heartbroken without it. I would say go rent it from your library first, check out the stories, see if you love them, and then decide if you want to buy them or not. I wouldn't necessarily pick it up automatically. So that is kind of my take on the extra 100 pages in the Vampire Academy 10th Anniversary Edition. I can't believe it's been 10 years since it came out. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!